I think you guys need better outfits for this.
I got them to wear the shirts for this. I don't know if there's more to that.
Yeah.
Damn.
But where did you get the shirts? We want to know.
We're not talking about that.
Please.
Okay.
How long have you had these shirts?
Yeah.
So this one I've had since like grade 11. So I'm not that ashamed of it. That's a high school. It's former high school me.
Okay.
This one was gifted to me by a friend.
Oh my god.
It's from like a store called. Are we doing promotions on here? I don't think we're big enough.
We can bleep this store.
Yeah, we will bleep it out.
It's not big, but it's like Hello Senpai is the name of it. It's actually pretty cool what they do. Like they do like a drop every like 6 months, and it's just one girl who does like all the orders, and it's like insane stuff. Like there's skateboards that she does, like stickers. My friend loves the company, and then like he bought one of the shirts from it. But unfortunately, like he also bought some lewd stuff. Not like lewd stuff, but you like like you know that the anime image of like the girl with like drooling and stuff. Yeah, like the lust face. Yeah,
like a shirt.
Yeah, he has like a coaster of that. So he does that with it, and then
okay. Does he use it like in front and does he live with his parents?
He does. His girlfriend lives in that room too, and it's like, yeah. It's just the coaster's there in his gaming setup.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out Hello Senpai.
Shout out. Yep. That's probably gonna be blurred. Well, I don't know. Like we can't. We're not dissing the brand, so it doesn't matter.
Them. They're local, no?
Yeah. No.
We'll put a whole
Like I know that Hello Senpai like thought OJ was innocent, but now we have to. now you have to blur it. Now you have to blur it. But like,
thoughts, guys. Was OJ innocent?
OJ was innocent.
No. Don't state this. Don't state this. We're not trying to get sued.
Next podcast, find out.
Was OJ innocent?
Yeah.
Next podcast is gonna be.
We get Amy on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next podcast, hear me out. OJ.
OJ edition.
OJ.
But it's just about orange juice.
Yeah.
Didn't he love orange juice or some shit?
Did he?
Yeah, that's part of why he called. Yeah, he had like OJ sponsorships. OJ had OJ sponsorships.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Yeah, no. Why do you think it's called OJ?
Guys, have you ever heard of Attack on Titan?
I love Attack on Titan.
No, I remember seeing like a hentai.
What?
Oh,
what? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Why would you see that? Where?
I don't know. Twitter. You gotta go on there.
You've seen a hentai.
Of Attack on Titan?
You've seen
You
it?
know what we're talking about when we say hentai, right?
You've seen it? Yeah. Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I didn't.
How much of it did you watch?
Like the first 2 minutes.
That's way too long to be watching. Do you know what the characters were?
No, I had no idea. It just came up and I was like, okay.
2 minutes is crazy.
I didn't even know what it was.
I would like to say I have never watched hentai of any means at all. So congrats. You're one bigger. Do you want to make that admission?
Me?
Yeah.
I've seen clips on Twitter as well, though.
Okay, in all fairness, Twitter is like hentai thrives on Twitter. In all fairness,
Right.
And I don't even follow those pages; they just kind of pop up.
Yeah, like I was like, I want to see real people. Why is there like fake stuff on here?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
This is supposed to be about anime and the stuff we don't like, but I guess we're going to talk about your interests on Twitter.
Yeah.
What else is on your Twitter feed?
What?
Nothing?
What PG things are on your Twitter?
Oh, OJ Simpson.
That's
Definitely
on your
not.
Twitter?
If you did. So yeah, back to the shirts because we never fully finished that.
Oh.
So that's from a company called Hello Senpai, and then Uniqlo did a collab with Attack on Titan.
Is that where that's from?
Yeah, so this is the Attack on Titan one. And like I will say, Uniqlo, like there's the really bad shirts.
Uniqlo? Uniqlo makes some good like collabs, though.
like Uniqlo collabs are like probably the best anime merchandise you can get. The worst is the Hot Topic shirt that Guy Ass is wearing.
Oh, that is Hot Topic.
That's a Hot Topic shirt.
Guys.
In all fairness, it's just a poster. But...
I once applied for Hot Topic.
Oh.
Ooh, did they reject you?
Yeah.
Why'd they reject you?
I don't know. I was gonna buy shirts like these.
Because you weren't an anime fan.
Hot Topic stuff, like, I feel like when you're in that, like, cringe anime phase, like, we'll talk about what a cringe anime phase is,
Okay.
But, like, when you're in that, like, cringe anime phase, Hot Topic is, like, the shit.
No, yeah, I agree.
Like,
Hot Topic is really good for that.
like, they have, like, the really cringe, like, shirts that kind of, like, just, like, you can convince yourself they're not cringe, just about. Like, I convinced myself, it's a poster. It's not that cringe.
And then that's why this is purchased.
Like...
But when you're an anime fan, that like you don't really think about it that much. You're just kind of like, oh, this is sick.
Yeah,
I'll
like
buy it.
I don't know. It's kind of the same as like if you're Swiftie, you know, you have the Taylor Swift merch, and the Taylor Swift merch. Like it seems like a good idea in the moment.
It does.
But like I had a person who like you know the cardigan. She bought a cardigan from Taylor Swift's store, and then like it disappeared like after the first wash. Yeah.
Oh.
So. Now we're going after Taylor Swift, I guess.
Her merch is questionable.
Yeah, but
you heard
like
it here first.
Yeah, so I feel like buying merch of like anything kind of sucks, but like anime
is
yeah. Like
you know how people buy shirts from like tours from their artists and stuff? Like that's acceptable.
Yeah.
And what if they had like you know like a Miku shirt with like the Miku
Miku shirt?
Because they had a Miku concert here in Vancouver.
Oh my god, did they?
And it was literally just a 2D like screen. And so many people were in the stadium, and I was like, guys, we are paying to see like.
Who's we?
I didn't go. To be honest, I had a coworker that went. I didn't say anything.
No. Name drop.
No.
Okay, anyway.
She's too sweet. But, like, yeah, no, there was so many people in that auditorium. Like, I was shocked. Because I saw videos. I'm like, guys, why are y'all paying to see, like, a 2D animation? Like...
Yeah, no, 2D Miku is a little bit... Cause, like, I know there was, like, a big stink about that.
Yeah.
Because people didn't like the fact she was 2D and not a hologram.
Yeah, and I'm like, would you have been happier if it was a hologram?
I guess they would have.
I mean, they probably would have justified how much they paid.
I mean, is that like the bad version? Is that like the anime, like, Miku version of, like, you pay to see your artist in person, but he just has, like, a really bad voice?
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
Like, where you're just kind of disappointed.
Yeah, like, I haven't been to many bad concerts. I've only been to like 4, and all of them I found were pretty good. Not Miku. No Miku concerts for me. Yeah, Coldplay. Yeah, shut up.
Coldplay good?
Coldplay was pretty good, to be honest. Like, they have a lot more songs that you know that you don't think you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like, I don't know. I feel like whenever you go see an artist, you know more songs than you think you do. It's kind of, like, it shows how, like, impressive they can be.
Coldplay is very impressive, though.
They can be, but like they can also be like a little bit cringe and like.
Oh really? That's cringe as Miku.
I don't know. That's a different type of cringe.
Yeah.
Like Chris Martin is cringe and like the human spirit prevails all, and it's just like yeah, I get what you're saying, but you could be a little less cringe when you said it. Like there's this moment he did like a car karaoke car with what's it?
The guy on the British guy?
Yeah, the British guy that everyone hates now.
What's his name? We hate him?
Yeah.
Who does the car karaoke again? What the hell is his name?
Oh, something Gordon, right? No, that's Gordon. No, it's no Gordon Ramsay. Can you get?
Yeah. Oh.
The British guy that used to host
car karaoke.
The Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts.
Oh.
Look it up. Look it up.
I would have said Piers Morgan.
I don't. Different kind of fill your guts.
It's crazy.
And then you spill your guts out.
Yeah.
James Corden. Yeah. So Chris Martin was doing like before the Super Bowl because he performed the Super Bowl, I think 49 or 50. And yeah, James Corden did like a carpool karaoke with him.
Okay.
And he ended up. Oh yeah, Gordon. James. Oh my god! James Corden already like sung the lyrics wrong to Viva La Vida.
Oh.
And then Chris Martin paused him, called him out on it, and was just like, wait, what do you think the words are? And then, like, keep in mind, the guy sung the wrong lyrics, right? And he's like, and then he tries to make it like art is more important than singing the right lyrics. And, like, it's about what you think the lyrics are. I'm like, they're words. They are words. You can look it up on Spotify. James Corden is bad at his job. Like,
that is his job, hey?
His job is literally just, like, first off, he sucks at his job because he doesn't even know his, like, staff. Like, that was a huge thing.
Is that why he got canceled?
So he got canceled because James Corden didn't know any of his staff members. Like, there was a famous Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts thing.
Okay.
Where, like, one of the questions, keep in mind, the questions are written by his staff, was, can you name the cameraman operating?
Oh no, oh my god, I think I saw this clip.
And he couldn't name a single one. Which is, like, and he had been on that show for, like, I think 4 or 5 years at that point.
Oh my god.
Which, like, horrible loss.
That is insane.
That's what working under Harshita is like.
Right?
Yeah, like
Please.
Trash her right now.
She just left the room, so that's what we can do.
But she's great. No beef.
She's great. No beef. Not yet, at least.
Wait, how did we get so sidetracked?
Yeah.
Right? We were talking about hentai.
I feel like James Corden has definitely watched hentai.
Do you want to go, like, a list of celebrities you think have watched hentai?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. Anderson Paak.
Who was that?
He was married to, like, this, like, Korean lady, but, like, she, like, divorced, and he, like, met, like, a few Korean idols. I feel like he just has an Asian fetish. I feel like he would watch hentai. Maybe, like, Bruno Mars, too.
One for sure. Dream. The Minecraft YouTuber Dream. No way that man has not watched it.
Seeing this green kind of reminds me of him. Put the mask back on.
You got a celebrity you think's watched hentai?
I don't know why I have a feeling Taylor Swift has.
Really?
I have a feeling.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of all people?
Yeah. I have a feeling she has.
All right. Another weird one. Who's the actor that plays Scarlet Witch in the MCU movie? Is it Elizabeth Olsen?
I think so.
I don't know why. I feel like she might. I know that's like a crazy thing to say. I think she has.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why. She's like a little bit of a nerd in all of her interviews.
Oh, really?
About Marvel. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, she knows the stuff she's talking about. But, like, I feel like once you pass a certain... There's a word, like she's probably not. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Oh my god, who's the girl that plays Madame Web? I feel like she has.
Oh, Dakota Johnson?
Yeah.
No shot.
Really?
That girl didn't even know anything about Spider-Man or anything in, like, any of her interviews.
Okay, maybe not then.
Wasn't she even shitting on her own movie?
Yeah, she was. She was. She pretty much, like, she didn't understand that, like, it wasn't part of the MCU. It's just, in all fairness.
She's a little ditzy.
So, like, yeah, so she thought, like, she was getting into the big Marvel, like, promotions thing.
Oh, poor girl.
And, like, yeah.
But that movie did so bad. I heard it was really bad.
Oh, it was, I've heard it was bad, too, actually. I haven't watched it. It's no Bob Marley movie.
Patty watched it, and then she left a review at IMDb.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wasn't it another movie reviewing thing? Like a website? What was it called?
Yeah.
I forget.
Okay, well, we're realistically 16 minutes in, and we're supposed to be talking about anime. Do you want to introduce kind of...
Well, okay, we could probably introduce if we've had an anime phase or not.
I definitely did.
I also did, because, you know... Did you?
No, I did not.
You didn't.
Sorry, guys. I'm just here.
I feel like mine just kind of stemmed from the people around me. Like in high school, like I happened to be in a friend group where everyone kind of watched anime.
Mhm.
So then I was like felt kind of left out if I didn't. Then I kind of like started to.
That's fair. What were like the main ones you watched?
Literally, the reason why like my friend group first formed in like grade 10, let's say, because like one of my friends happened to be wearing like an Attack on Titan like crew neck.
Oh yeah.
And then like my other friend was like, hey, like you watch anime, like we should be friends. And then like they became friends.
That's how they do.
And then they introduced like all of us, and then we all kind of became like a group.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so that was like the origin story.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have an anime interest story other than your interesting Twitter feed.
Yeah. We'll go over that one day.
Okay.
New TikTok idea.
Oh God.
If we get one like,
just
I'll
like
go through that.
force scroll, like what's the Twitter feed of the CMSU members?
Yeah.
You know, one of those.
Yeah.
What's on each members for you page? The first video on.
So personally, just Lockdown.
Oh, okay.
I had like previously I had watched like a few anime here and there, but nothing much. And then like at the end of like grade 10, I got really into Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, okay.
That's not a bad one. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender is like
I feel
honestly,
like that's an acceptable one from society.
Like
no?
pretty much a lot of people like agree like Avatar: The Last Airbender, if you've watched it, like it doesn't have any of like the weird tropes that anime can have.
Right. It's
just
more like a story of
it's like more just like a story that's closed, and it's actually told kind of just through the medium of animation.
Okay.
And so I feel like it's like a lot more kind of it is also Western, so it doesn't have the stigma that Japanese animation has.
Yeah.
That
one isn't that on Netflix too?
Yeah, that one's on Netflix. And like it also at the end during COVID, it took like it got on Netflix pretty much as COVID hit. So I don't know if you remember, but if you were on TikTok at that time, there was like a huge Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I remember seeing like edits.
Yeah, like there was a huge like Avatar: The Last Airbender wave which hit, which is really good to see because like previously it was really small. I
remember thinking Avatar and then that Avatar were like the same, like the blue people.
Oh God, don't get me started on blue people. Don't get me started on like the comparison between the two. Like don't.
Yeah, it's an okay movie.
Anyway,
you watched it?
I watched the first one.
Have you watched the most recent one?
No, the one with
The Way of Water.
I don't know. I heard that one was like really long.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't. Because it's like it's not going to show
and
up.
Like
on
Lil
my
Mosey was in it.
So if it's not going to show up on your TikTok, that's what you define as watchable.
Yeah, like if it's not going to show up, then it's not.
Okay, so like for example, the rom-com between Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney. Yeah. That one popped up on TikTok a lot. Did you watch that?
I like went skip.
Oh, so you didn't watch it?
Yeah, no, because it was Glenn Powell in there.
Yeah, he's fucking hot.
Yeah.
He just looks at all the challengers ones.
I look at the challengers ones.
So challengers, because that popped up on your TikTok. You
I actually didn't even like that movie, but like then I went and watched it, and I was like, yeah, I kind of dig it.
And
so you didn't like the movie before you watched it?
No. That's pretty much me with any single movie ever. Like Kung Fu Panda, I had to watch it on TikTok to go and watch it in person.
I mean, did you watch it?
No.
I liked it. Like, unpopular opinion, I thought the recent Kung Fu Panda was really good. Although people shit on it, I liked it.
I'm not gonna lie, like, a lot of, like, the anime I got introduced to were, like, ones that I ended up seeing edits of. I'm like, it looks so cool.
It does.
So I kind of feel like I have to do it. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen, that was the main reason I watched it. Because I saw a lot of really good JJK edits. I'm like, I have to watch JJK. And it was worth it. Yeah. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen is really good.
Oh my god, I have a fun story I could tell about
go for
JJK. So, this was like maybe 2 years ago.
Oh no, okay.
Something like that. When did the JJK movie come out in theaters?
That was about a year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago, okay.
2 years ago, yeah.
So, like, I was in my Delulu era, and I was into this guy.
Oh, no.
And then he was like, oh, like, Val, do you want to watch the JJK movie with me in theaters? And it was, like, maybe a day before. So he was like, oh, yeah, we can watch it tomorrow. And I was like, oh, fun. And I was just bored. So I was like, sure, I'll watch the movie with you. Because, like, I was living in dorms at the time. I didn't really have I didn't really go out much.
Yeah, you didn't really
Except,
have
like-
any friends.
I did have friends, but I didn't like go. You know?
Don't worry, I have worse stories.
Yeah. So then this is like the night before. I never watched any bit of JJK.
Oh,
So
nice.
I watched like I binged
The entire
the
thing.
entire thing in a night just so I could like understand
Honestly,
and like go
it-
with this guy.
It's pretty good, to be fair.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, I don't even think I ended up finishing it because
Yeah.
I got too tired.
That's fair.
So then I like did that for this
I mean,
Dusty
You
Man
don't really need to understand.
to go watch the movie.
Yeah, because JJ, like, the interesting thing about that movie is, like, a lot of the anime start by, like, they produce, like, a short story initially for Shonen Jump. And
Okay.
then,
Okay, when he has the knowledge.
yeah, when I have the knowledge. They produce, like, a
He's so
short
cool.
thing for Shonen Jump, like, a short, like, 5-panel thing.
Okay.
And then normally if that catches like traction and viewership or whatever, then they'll commission like the whole series. And so JJK Zero is the initial like quick
the
like
movie?
5-chapter thing. Yeah, that's the movie. Is the initial 5-chapter thing, and then from after that the JJK series was developed.
It was a good movie.
So it's like a prequel to the series, so you don't actually need to know
yeah.
anything to get it.
Right? So I guess I didn't know that, so then I still binged it. But
Yeah.
It's so cringe of me to do that and be so tired.
That's pretty bad. Like the down bad. I also have watched an anime just for someone I was down bad for. Yeah, that was a low.
Wait, you have to tell us the story.
In all fairness, it was Death Note,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Death Note's a pretty popular one.
Do you know Death Note, guys?
I've heard of it.
I got to episode 14, but by then it was fine because I had already this is my second ex. So
that's so cute.
I know,
And
no,
you guys are dating?
no.
Oh, well, you
No,
were
Second,
dating.
like an act.
Oh, sorry.
I have my girlfriend,
Sorry.
Kaylee. Love you, but like, but yeah, I watched it for my second ex, and then we like literally just to have something in common.
Yeah.
But it's like when I honestly think like at least any relationship you like form based on like a mutual interest like that, like where you have to watch a TV series just to have something in common. It's not meant to work out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not even like that guy. Like, I was just bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like me yesterday night trying to watch everything.
What?
Not-
Really?
Yeah, to come here because I don't know what we're talking about. I'm just sitting
Yeah.
here.
So you were all scrolling through the hentai.
Yeah, that's what I came across, and then I call it a night. I was like, you know what, this is more than enough. And then I saw this one girl who was showing off her nails and her bare coochie was on the video.
What? On Twitter?
Yeah! Let me get my phone.
No, we don't want to
No,
see
no,
it.
no,
We
no,
don't
no,
want
no,
to see that.
no. We'll pass. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Thanks for the research.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well,
If you need me to go through Twitter, I got you.
anyway, thankfully I grew out of the anime phase, but like I got into it during COVID, and it like, which was fine. It was literally perfect because nobody had anything to do, especially if you're in high school. Like during COVID, like you would just have like, we had pretty much an entire semester off,
Right?
and so like no homework, no nothing to get done, and like realistically there's not much you're going to be doing to like get your life forward if you're like
Yeah.
in grade 11 or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess there's uni applications you could do, but nobody knew what was happening with that as well at the
Right.
time.
So
So
it's
like,
just, like boredom.
yeah, and like the standard 12 episode thing, you can grind that out within like 4 hours,
Right?
not even. So like I went through a thing where like I burned through an entire like anime within like 2 to 3 days for like a month straight.
Wow.
It was not a wow. It was not a wow. I can guarantee you that.
So you have a roster of animes.
Oh, there's a doc. There's like a doc I created, like an Excel doc that ranks all of the anime that I watched by like
you need to
my
you need to
favorite.
share this with me so we can put it in the
No,
we're gonna
no,
scroll
we're
Can
good.
through
we
it on
like
that
put it
video.
here?
We're good. We're good.
We can put it
we're
on
good.
here.
Yeah, on the green screen the whole night.
That's gonna get torn to shreds.
Why? Because people have like
Yeah,
opinions?
because the anime community sucks.
Well, what was your number one? I just want to know.
Number one, I think was I have it as a tie. So
Okay.
one is Attack on Titan,
Okay.
and the other one is a show called Love Is War. I like that's a rom-com that's like, so you have your bad rom-coms that you have like the stepsister. The worst title I
Wait a
ever
minute.
heard was my stepmom's daughter is my ex. So essentially, it's literally just the guy dated his stepsister.
Oh.
And then the entire, like, literally in the first episode of the show, they end up with, like, the classic, oh, she's fallen on top of him, but she's only wearing a towel or some shit like that. And it's just, like, I think at that moment I knew, like, okay, I'm backing out of this shit. Like, I'm backing out of this phase. Like, I've watched too much. And, like... I did end up finishing that show, and like that was the worst moment of the show. Thank God.
Okay.
Like the most fan servicey moment.
Okay.
But like the shows that are like actually like, fan service like that, and the people who watch them, I can't handle it.
They're a bit different. Their aura is like minus.
Their aura is like into hell. They're
different. They're something.
There's something.
And I literally the other day, Amy texted me. This was like 10 a.m. or something. She was on the 145, and she was like, "Val, some girl is watching anime in front of me. Like it's 10 a.m. like on the 145. Like I could clearly see it. It's like some idol anime apparently." And I was like, "Oh, interesting."
Yeah.
Would you watch it in public? Like on like
I actually like I've watched it on the bus before.
Okay.
But I like if I'm doing that, I make sure it's a mainstream one.
Right.
Because like I'm not gonna get caught watching like a romance anime
on the 145
on my thing, because like the last thing anyone wants to see is like two anime characters smooching on the bus.
You just know Alan would write a blog about that.
That's such an awesome blog. Yeah, like the last thing anyone wants to see is two anime characters smooching on the bus. I feel like people are a lot more susceptible to like an anime fight, like something like that. Like I think that's where I think a lot more of like the fans that you can like are more comfortable being around,
right, are
the ones that are into like the more action ones, just because they're more mainstream.
Yeah, like if you were to compare like people who watch maybe more like idol like anime all with, there's also like how like Spy X Family blew up, the guys that are really into like Anya, it gives me the creeps. I'm like, this girl is like a little child, and they're all
she
like
is meant
merch.
She is meant to be like adorable, and that's it.
And
like,
and she is, but like, why are y'all taking it so far to like
like if you're buying merch of like Anya, for example, and it's like, I feel like honestly, like if you're buying any figurines, I think you're a little bit in too deep. I can't lie. I would say I think if you're buying figurines of like anime characters you're attracted to specifically, like I think like, oh cool, you have like, for example, like Eren from Attack on Titan. Like, and say you're just like, oh, Eren's your favorite character from it. Like, not because you're attracted to Eren. Just
because he's a cool guy.
Just because he's, like, cool. I think there's a difference between that and then buying a Gojo figure.
Because you're, like, attracted to Gojo.
Or what is more, like, thing is, like, oh, the girl figurine in a, like, bunny suit. Or something like that.
I don't like that.
And that's just, like, you're in too deep.
Because there's people, you know how like if they're into a K-pop idol, they'll have a picture of them, and then like they'll use it as like a keychain. I've seen people do that with like anime characters in public. I don't know how I feel about it. Like they'll be like, "Oh, he's my boyfriend." I'm like,
I think it depends on the size of the keychain.
It'll be like the photo card one.
Oh no.
Oh, the type you have.
Okay, I'm
well, I don't have one, but I have like a photo card type holder, and I just put my compass card in it.
Okay, so as like someone who doesn't watch anime, doesn't watch anything like that, what is like at your point? What is it? Where's the too weird line?
Yeah.
I feel like the too weird line is when you're romanticizing somebody who's not even a real person.
I mean, real.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Like, you go see those edits on TikTok and you're like, what is happening here?
Some of them are funny, though. You know,
some
like,
of them are funny. Like, but the other ones, when they're like, hey, this is my boyfriend, this is my husband, I'm like, calm down.
Yeah. In all fairness, I think that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Guys,
don't cancel me.
No. Like, I think it's important because you have someone who like dipped her toe in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I fully drank the Kool-Aid, and then
I just
like we have the outsider.
Yeah, like I'm.
And
just
like,
here.
I would like to say like I don't think I'm on the weird scale, but like also I feel like when you're in too deep, you kind of like you don't. I don't think anybody who's in too deep thinks they're on the weird scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like there's a balance. Like you can enjoy it, but then there's a certain level that you cross, and you're like,
yeah. I just think with like anime, especially, there's like the line is a little bit further. Like
I agree.
Like because I feel like Taylor Swift, like the sign that you're in too deep is that clip of like the girl crying about like, oh, the song that saved my life.
Oh my
like
God.
like her best friends can't even like get through that.
Yeah, I saw
without like laughing.
Or they'll just be like bawling in the concert hall. I'm just like,
yeah, and it's like, again, I get that music can move you. I get that stuff can move you, but like have some shame, please. Please have some shame.
Like, let's just go to a concert and have fun. Like it's not that deep.
Respectfully, you're sitting outside of like the concert.
We need to play that video.
Absolutely zero need for you to like start. Like again, I get how you can maybe get like a tear or two and all that. Taylor didn't play that song for you, honey.
Yeah,
I can't lie. Like she didn't play that song for you. I'm sure she's happy you cried because of it. But
she's happy she made money off you.
I'm sure she also laughed at that video.
Yeah. Like your friends were telling each other to not laugh at each other.
Yeah. And like you can't tell me Taylor's just like, this is what my fan base has become.
But
Taylor watches that video and just swipes it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like those people, they're like, it's kind of like on the same thing as like the VR like Hatsune Miku, but it's like literally like VR concerts of like like the singers, but it'll be like, you remember that trending song, I think it's like a Fuji Kaze song where it's like
oh yeah,
and then there was like it was like a concert video and he took off his mask or something and then like the crowd like went wild.
The worst ones are like when you get like the people, anyone who has covered that song on TikTok, I pray for you to get better.
It's a good song, but
it's a
TikTok
banger song.
it.
Don't be covering it. I'm sorry, because like they try to be super sexy with like the yeah, and they're like, oh, it's bad. It's bad. Some of the stuff.
There was a lot of people in the audience too in that video. It's literally just like it's giving Dream when he took off his mask. He would literally just have like a blindfold. No, he had like his hair in his face, and then they at some point in the lyrics he like revealed his eyes, and then the whole crowd went wild.
I think I've seen that.
You've seen that, right?
That, yeah.
And it has like 5 million views on TikTok or something. Like
Jesus.
Weren't the people in the comments going like, "Oh my God, his eyes"?
Yeah.
Like, I can get lost in them.
Yeah.
There's
like they're joking.
There's like two people in those like veins. It's like the people who are just like, a guy revealed his eyes, and then
like
there's
Gojo?
the other ones, and then the other one's like, he revealed his eyes, and those ones are the ones that I think. The ones who revealed his eyes and they're like, oh my God, it's the best thing ever. I think, like, again, here's the thing though, it's like you're not sure how deep you're in until like someone outsider comes in. Like, I love sports. Like,
right.
I would definitely cry over like some sporting events for sure.
Oh yeah.
And then like, but like, I feel like the only reason that's more like acceptable
is
because it's mainstream. And it's the same with like Taylor Swift and like, I think music in general. Is that like it's more acceptable to like cry over it because or like have like a intense emotional reaction to it because it's very mainstream.
Right.
But like here with like anime and stuff like that, like if you have an extreme intense emotional reaction to that,
it can be seen as more.
It can definitely be seen as more like okay, buddy, like. And like the problem is that the way the emotional reactions like manifest is like really bad.
Right.
Like the dyed hair wigs, for example.
Right.
And like there's also a type of person who like you associate with it.
There's also the whole culture of cosplaying, but we could get into that.
Yeah.
But that's the whole...
Well, for me, cosplay is just like dress up. It's just like dress up and like
Halloween,
and it's like it's a cool way to express yourself, and like if you like the character, you like it. Don't do cosplay outside of the designated cosplay thing, and maybe you're chilling. But like if I see someone in have you ever been to like a convention or like
we
near?
Can talk about that.
Yeah. If you've ever been near a convention, when there's like. And like you go to like the McDonald's nearby, and it's so funny.
It's so interesting
because you'll just see Deku ordering like a Big Mac
on like the tablets there. It's just
like Deku or like Tanjiro just ordering like
or like a lot of Genshin characters.
Oh, the Genshin, the Genshin community can be a bit.
Yeah.
Do you know like the Genshin voice actor? She was hosting a meet and greet.
Okay.
And before the meet and greet, like 2 days before the meet and greet, she tweeted out like a body hygiene thing.
My god!
Like she tweeted out like, this is how you need to bathe, and like make sure you wear deodorant and all that stuff. And like it was like, make sure you scrub yourself while you're in the bath. And it's just like absolutely crazy thing to post.
Can we find that? Like, can we
the actor's name is like Takashi or Takahashi or whatever, and like she's she's a very accomplished voice actor.
Oh, okay.
Like she's on Genshin, Konosuba, which is a pretty big anime, Oshinoko, which was one of like the bigger animes recently. She was on all of those.
Good for her.
And like again, very accomplished voice actor, but like posting that is crazy.
It's insane.
And like the thing is she didn't even receive a ton of backlash for that.
Oh.
Like because people kind of like have that stereotype about the anime community as like
like who could get mad at that except the people that are like what are they gonna say to it? Like,
And like I think part of it is like the person when you visualize like an anime fan, what do you visualize? Like
okay, can I go?
Go for it.
I don't want to like offend anyone, but it's giving like a bit. I don't know. Some of them can be not overweight, but a little bit on the overweight side. Maybe like glasses.
You wanna?
Maybe a bit sweaty, a bit smelly.
I just feel like people who have a lot of time on their hands and don't have a bigger social life, in my opinion.
So not appearance. That's not appearance.
No, up to you.
What about appearance?
I have a full social life. I'm done here. I feel like appearance-wise, I'm imagining like the full neck beard.
Oh shit!
Like,
I mean that too.
Like
honestly.
the neck beard, that one is criminal to me.
And they're usually bigger though.
They are like
the neck.
You imagine them as bigger, like you imagine like the bad smell, and like the problem is now is like you imagine like. The worst ones are like the white guys, the big white guys that are like kind of have that because a lot of them like idolize and fetishize like this is not like all big anime fans. Like I would just like say
shaming.
like the really like the ones you kind of assume are like really into it are of that kind of variety like and like you have that it can be anyone realistically like I've seen like but some of the girls like they can look incredible and all that but they have like
a stride.
They can literally have that exact thing of like they smell horrible like they fetishize horrible like like it exists for pretty much like in all different types of like you'll see like skinny white guys you'll see like anyone with like they're just shut-ins who like have developed that kind of aura.
In terms of like Asian fans, I feel like with Asian guys, I can definitely picture like a specific type of look as well, where like the hair will be like all disheveled and
and I think a lot of it is like this relates to communication quite heavy. Is that like most like you entrench yourself too deep in the media, and like don't get me wrong, like I think anime actually as a medium is really good in terms of telling stories.
Yeah.
Because the way they tell stories, they're more focused on having an ending. Right. Whereas, like, for example, The Walking Dead, like the first 4 or 5 seasons were really good, and then after that it's like, okay, where are we actually heading with this?
Right.
And then, but like anime, a lot of like the best anime stories were written with an ending in mind, and like you're gonna achieve that ending, right? And like they have their set story to tell, and they don't really want to tell more story based to like capitalize on it. Like, don't get me wrong, like for example, Attack on Titan, like they're like it had their story planned out. It's pretty clear.
Yeah.
But like now they're capitalizing on it by making a spin-off. Right? Spin-offs are more likely, and then the spin-offs are normally not as good.
Right.
But the way they tell stories is different. So like I feel like you can still get entrenched in the medium still very well. Like, but you have to view it as it's not different than any other TV show. Yeah,
and it's hard to do in that case because it's like you know, it's essentially it is like animation, but like it's hard to like not have like a stereotypical like lens towards anime. I feel like. Yeah.
No, it's like I also liken it to like you have horror movies, for example. Like there are tropes about horror movies that you think are going to exist no matter what.
Yeah.
Like you think the characters are going to be idiots whenever you watch like a horror movie, and like the genre is going to have its different tropes. But like anime itself is not. I wouldn't say it's actually like a bad medium.
It's not.
But the community can be
100%.
The worst thing. And like
just look at the subreddits.
Look at the subreddits. don't actually look at the subreddits.
Please. But the fact that something like I learned this from Alan. Something like called r/waifuism exists.
Oh.
That it just gives me the creeps.
Reddit expert Alan.
Thanks, Alan. He's always scrolling on there apparently.
Yeah.
So
no, but it's like I think like if you're someone who watches anime, but like you're not one of those like the sweaty people with like the bad smell and all
someone
that.
Like you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not too sweaty, I hope.
Or Harsha even. She watched it.
No, yeah, but it's like you watch it, but it's just a show.
It's just a show.
It's like
I enjoy anime currently too.
Yeah.
I watched it sometimes.
Like
you're not sweaty.
It's no different from like a Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that like cool.
Heisenberg-kun.
But my point is like the weird thing about anime, which I think isn't talked about enough, is that like you get a lot, like you don't get these type of fans for any other show. Like
yeah.
Like Breaking Bad or Walking Dead or like any of like the really big recent Western shows.
Like I don't know, what's like a show that popped up recently?
Like you'll see someone go to a convention dressed as like Walter White, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like again, the whole point is that you're celebrating the character there and whatever, right? But then like you're not seeing someone trying to cook meth because they saw it on, unless they're from Florida,
Ohio,
or Ohio. Like you're not gonna see someone like start.
Oh, I know what you mean, like the mannerisms.
Like you're not going to start to see them adopt the mannerisms from
Breaking Bad.
From Breaking Bad, like you'll see someone like jokingly go cool or tight.
Yeah.
But like but like anime fans will do like, well, I need to think of.
Oh my god, I have this story. I used to.
Oh no.
Guys, it's out the frame. Oh my god,
Guys, we kicked Gaius out.
Bro, he has to take a break. Okay, he just left. But I had this coworker. She literally lasted maybe 2 weeks in my store. And she was...
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
She was like she wasn't Asian, but she really like... And like this isn't like I don't know if you know Richmond, but it's in Richmond, so there's a lot of Asians in Richmond, and a lot of our customers are like Chinese. And I have this other coworker. She is actually Chinese, and she'll like talk to a lot of the customers in Chinese because they're more like comfortable with that. And then she just goes like xie xie, like when they're leaving. It's just like as a courtesy to say bye to the customer, the other girl, Miss her name was, we'll call her Aloe. There's an aloe vera. Aloe goes, shish, like to the customer. Oh my god.
Like the anime, like the mannerisms and stuff like that.
Yeah, like she was literally like in her work uniform and she was like, shish, like, and my other coworker was like, actually insane.
That's bad.
Actually insane.
Yeah, I forgot you worked at
a mall.
At a mall.
And then on the mall's right in front of the Sky Train as well. So during conventions, like we'll get a lot of people like dressed up come to our store.
Because they're buying something on the way there.
Yeah, or they're like, because it's the Canada line, so you can go straight to downtown. Most of the conventions.
Yeah, no, that.
And then we have like Genshin merch, we have anime merch.
Yeah. That stuff can really kind of. Those stores are like.
Yeah.
They can be. I think I did buy like a figure from your store of just like it's the Gaara, the guy on that thing.
Oh yeah.
So like that's why I say like I think action characters are like. For me, it's just like an action. Like I kind of regret doing it now, to be completely honest.
Really?
It's just like I don't. It's not like I actively look at him and think, "Wow, he's so cool." It's just like something.
It's just like a hobby you have.
Yeah, it's not a hobby I have. It's just like I just bought it because I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And like I had money at it, so I'm just like, might as well. But like I don't know, I look on it and it's just like a room decoration to me. It's really nothing that like.
Yeah, but
insane.
People collect those things. Like,
yeah.
If you're into it, like they'll have walls of just anime figurines.
And that's.
And you don't.
Yeah.
And then imagine.
Well, some people have.
We fucking in the anime house. Like,
some people have the baby. For me.
Hey, I have a lot of them.
For me, like my biggest thing. Whenever I'm buying something from like a fandom or something like that, I think like everyone should do it. If you bring someone over, so like my thought is, if I was to bring my girlfriend over to my house,
okay,
would I want her to see that thing, and how do I think someone who isn't in that would feel about it
in the fandom? Yeah,
and like for example, I think it would completely ruin the vibe. If my girlfriend came home
I'm dead.
And she's just like,
I'm dead.
Oh, cool. Why do you have a half-naked girl on your desk?
No, real. I think I would be so like turned off.
Yeah, like, suddenly, sorry, I think I forgot my phone at home. What? It's in your No, forgot my phone at home. And it's like...
Yeah. It's... No.
Like, I think that's like a universal thing of like someone was to go into your room and see the thing, and like obviously you do what you do, like what you want, but I think you also have to be aware of the fact that like people will
like judge you a little bit.
People will judge you on it, and like I think it does suck, but you also like you can't expect people to like fully support everything you're in. I think people have to be open to it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think the worst like as bad as there are people who don't like anime, I feel like the people who like really like it and the people who like despise it just because it's anime are as bad. Like
the people that just hate
on it. The people are just like, ew, you watch anime? What's wrong with you? You're such a horrible like. You're so weird. And it's like.
It's again, just a show, bro.
And realistically, it is just a show.
And there's some really good storylines. Like,
there is some really good.
People work on that. It's hard. Like all the people that make anime, like they have a vision.
Like they have their thing, and I think the worst people are like if you immediately judge someone and call them weird just based on that. Like, yeah, the anime community has like a really bad reputation.
Yeah.
But like, it's like if you were to go up to like a Swiftie and say. Oh, you like your pumpkin. Oh, you must love Starbucks and you must love the pumpkin spice latte. And like, you hate Taylor Swift. Like, it's more just like,
yeah.
I guess you need to see how much a person likes it. And if their likes are their entire hobby, maybe that's a bit of a problem. And like, I'm sure there's people who also like enjoy people whose likes are their entire personality. But
like equals like. Maybe they just need to find someone similar to that.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. I think if you're talking to someone and then they say you,
Yeah.
if you were talking to someone and they said, "I like anime," is that like a red flag for you?
It's not a red flag to me, but I feel like how obsessed they are with it is a red flag.
So what's too much obsession? If they like keep mentioning it in conversation,
yeah, that's like a red flag. But then if they have like a whole collection of it,
like
or if
figurines?
they're like or figurines.
Okay, question.
Like in their room.
Yeah,
and then like to bring it back now, say they were to just have the same thing, but it was like Breaking Bad.
Do you know what Breaking Bad is?
Yeah, a little bit of a red flag. Okay, sorry, I'm exotic, so like I don't know any of this stuff.
Okay, what's a
Harry
good
Potter.
Persian? What's a good Persian show then?
Tom and Jerry, but in Arabic.
TwitchCon.
You were in TwitchCon.
Guys, throwing an accusation out there. Hassan smells horrible. He smells like an anime fan.
He's like this guy that blew up. And he was like...
He's a political TikTok, Twitch streamer.
He like had videos with Pokemon and stuff, right?
Yeah. I think he's dating Valkyrie.
Currently?
Well, I don't know. They have like their fling going on. They have like a very affectionate relationship, and people think they're.
But Valkyrie deserves better if this man stinks.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been like a one-off thing. In all fairness, he looked like he had just worked out, but.
Oh, okay, but that's still
and
like,
it's
take
in
care
the
of
San
your
Diego.
hygiene, please.
But yeah, like follow Ritakashi's guide. Follow Ritakashi's guide on self-hygiene. I think that's pretty good.
Especially if you're like an influencer.
Oh yeah, definitely if you're an influencer.
You gotta, keep up with the hygiene.
Yeah. Any hygiene tips?
I shower every day.
Period.
Same.
What's your routine?
All right.
We're good. We're okay.
What? I just want to know what your products you use and what you recommend.
They're all medical. Like, you gotta get them from the pharmacy.
What?
Yeah.
Why?